This is PlanetMosh.com. I'm here at Download 2016. I'm joined by Sally Ann and Chris from Buck and Evans. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Brilliant, thank you. Yeah.
Good. You opened our second stage today. How was it out there, apart from being damp?
Yeah, it was damp, a little bit damp. No, a hell of a lot of fun. Really just surreal, I think, more than anything. We've kind of said it to a couple of people now. It's a case of hoping to get home, kind of look at the footage, take it in a little bit more, because it's a running, it's screaming kind of thing. You kind of run into it, you kind of do it, and then you're off stage, and you're carting your stuff about, and such a manic experience that I think it'll kind of soak in over the next couple of days, I think. But at first glance, a lot of fun, a hell of a lot of fun.
Good. And for yourself?
Yeah, the same thing really. Lots of people said to us before we came up, just take it all in. That's really hard to do when when you're going 100 miles an hour around site, on stage, straight off. It's a bit of a whirlwind, but very, very enjoyable whirlwind.
Yeah. Well, speaking of whirlwind, you didn't form too long ago. You've only been a band for about 3 years.
Yeah.
Since then, you've got a stand-in AC/DC guitarist. You've been praised by Slash. You're managed by a bloke who used to do Guns N' Roses. And you've opened the second stage down. Have you caught up with it?
No, we probably haven't actually. It's as surreal for us as it is for everybody else. Again, we're probably going to repeat ourselves in quite a lot of these interviews, but it is what it is. It's very new to us. It's still a young band in terms of where we are, in terms of playing live, writing, and everything really. So yeah, it's very surreal because it seems to be going a lot faster than we expected, so which is amazing.
And you also got a lot of praise from Classic Rock, who said you were Fleetwood Mac at their height, exquisite rock and soul. I love having notes.
I'll take that.
I'll take that anything.
Who are your influences? Because you are a bit of a strange one in terms of sound and everything.
I'll take that. We can put that on the website as well. Bit of a strange one.
Hooray! Quoted.
Kind of a very wide kind of range of influences, I guess, which hopefully or not, whether they're good or bad, is reflected in the music. I don't know, but yeah, I think we're very much a product of who we listen to and who we've kind of grown up listening to. And Fleetwood Mac, obviously a big one, I guess, as a collective, as a band, very song focused, kind of harmony, kind of that kind of stuff. Me personally, as a guitar player, I guess the usual suspects, really Clapton, Slash, Stevie Ray, all those kind of guys. I don't know vocally for Sally Ann, but
yeah, I mean, for me, growing up, it's probably everything from a really big range from Alison Moy to Heart to Pat Benatar, all that type of stuff. But I really loved a lot of gospel growing up as well. So I think what we've got between all of us, particularly with Bob and Dom as well, they're bringing a rockier edge. So I guess that's why it's a real mix at the moment.
Well, I caught the accent. Of course, you're going to have a bit of a gospel in there. Let's be honest, it's kind of all over, isn't it?
Well, hopefully, yeah.
So you've done your 3-track EP was really well received. That was where the Cloak from Classic Rock's come from. Are there any plans for a full-length album at some point soon?
Yeah, definitely. That's one of the questions we keep getting, is that when's the kind of debut album? And it's a funny one. It's kind of, I don't want to put a date on it.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think it's one of those things, it'll be ready when it's ready, and it's kind of such as the state of the industry these days, is you only get one chance to kind of make an indelible impression, and we want it to be as strong as it can possibly be, and we want it to be as much of a solid representation of who we are, at that particular moment in time. So we're constantly writing, we're constantly evolving, we're constantly getting better as a band. And it's, we get one chance to kind of do it, and it can be a bit sink or swim these days. So.
And obviously, I noticed, as I was just saying beforehand, before I turned on, that you're playing the Louisiana in Bristol coming up soon. What are the plans for the rest of 2016? I know you've got a couple of shows coming up here and there, but
yeah, definitely more shows, more kind of. Hopefully, I mean, like I said, I don't want to put a date on it, but I think the eventual aim is to look at the latter half of this year as the kind of album, I guess. So
Okay. And finally, give me a number between 1 and 10, both of you. 8.
6.
Oh, this will be interesting. Right, 8. You're given the chance to see a band perform one of their albums in full live. Which band and which album?
Right. Well, it probably would have been Prince.
Okay.
Believe it or not. And for me, it was always Purple Rain because of the production on it.
Yeah. And for you, go on, answer it as well.
I don't know. I mean, one of which is possible, I guess, or was up until a year or so, would have been Fleetwood Mac Rumours, or kind of Guns N' Roses circa 88 doing Appetite from start to finish would have been a very good show.
Fully behind that answer. Your question, number 6, given that the main stage is called the Lemmy stage, we've had Triple H come out over the weekend and everything. He came out yesterday.
The game, didn't it? Yeah, I forgot that.
What sort of memories do you have of Lemmy or Motorhead in general growing up, if any at all?
I mean, Bob, our drummer, was lucky enough to be very close to Lemmy, and just, I think there kind of seemed to be two Lemmys. There's the kind of rock star persona, and then there's the guy who's just an incredibly sweet, humble, kind of very softly spoken. I wish I'd met him, I wish I'd had a chance, but just, I mean, you can't underestimate the influence he's had on music. I mean, you look at bands as wide-ranging, you know, kind of ending up places like Metallica, who wouldn't necessarily be Metallica if it wasn't for someone like Lemmy. So I think it's incalculable loss.
Yeah. Anything from yourself at all?
About Lemmy?
Yeah, Lemmy, Motorhead, anything in general on that?
Well, I guess my only association with Motorhead is literally memories in school of school discos where everybody was down the front headbanging, and that's my lasting memory.
That's fair enough. That's better than nothing. Guys, thank you very much for your time today.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.